Driver, stick your hands out the window, please.
No, give me a reason why he needs an AR on my fucking vehicle.
Sometimes when he gets a little more mad, he does need to take off.
Sheriff to 2245 or 2090, code 45 on 49. 2090, 10-4.
Driver, stick your hands out the window, please. Stay there. Turn away from us. Keep your hands up, please. Hold on, we're gonna talk about it, but just listen to us for a second, okay, man? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you just turn around, please? Put your hands on top of your head.
2249, high risk is up. 2249.
Walk backwards towards the sound of my voice.
Out on a high risk stop. Subject to walk.
Is there anybody else in the car with you?
No.
Okay. Can you just stand right here? Can you just stand right over here for me, please? I'll explain what's going on. Can I just pat you down for weapons, please?
Sure.
Okay. You just
Pocket
turn
knife.
away from me. That's fine.
That's it.
All right. The reason why we have this is we had a call from a neighbor that heard yelling and a gunshot. Okay. And this vehicle left that. Well,
Kinda
I don't know.
No,
okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. That's backwards
I'll
how
pat
it
you
went
down
down.
quick, okay?
Seriously.
I'm just patting for weapons.
There ain't nobody in the it was me.
So that's
I just told you that. Put your gun down.
We get that. We get that, man.
Let me finish patting you down for weapons, please.
No, give me a reason why he needs an AR on my vehicle.
Can you please?
Just explained it to you.
Well,
That's not an explanation. There ain't nobody in there. I fired my own gun before me and my wife got into an argument, okay?
Okay, Cody. Hey, we gotta calm down, okay? We are just making sure everybody's safe, okay?
That's what we're here for.
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
can I say something, please?
Sure.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay.
Calm down.
Okay.
I'm not. I promise you.
Okay, we're gonna just go make sure no one else is in the car, okay? All right, and then we can put guns away, and the lights will be off, and then we'll have a conversation.
Okay. Before you go to my vehicle,
Okay.
explain to me why an AR is needed.
Because there's a report
You've
of a
got a
gunshot.
handgun? You've got a handgun?
Because there was a report.
I don't give a... You guys are trained more than any average civilian to handle a handgun. But you're going to bring an AR to a civilian so-called domestic dispute, right?
With a gun, with the alleged gun, yes.
An AR.
We're all carrying.
You trained. I'm not.
Okay.
AR. Doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
To me,
Are you gonna
that's
cooperate right now?
overcompensating. I'm cooperating.
Okay.
I'm just pissed off about the AR being pointed at the vehicle. There ain't nobody in there, but still,
Okay.
that's my property. Come on, man.
Okay.
At least avert it off to the side, please. For the love of God, there ain't
We're
nobody
just
in
gonna
there.
detain you for right now, okay?
Yeah, you're not under arrest right
You're
now.
just being
okay?
detained.
Detain is a fancy word for going to be
No,
arrested
no.
in about 12 minutes.
Well, if we
No.
once we clear the car and make sure everything's safe, we'll have a
let you out
conversation.
and take the cuffs off then, okay?
God, I must be a marathon time.
Hold on, man. I'm just gonna double lock them for you so they don't tighten up on you, okay? There. Hold on, I'll do this one.
Other side. This side. Other side.
Be right back with you.
Just stay with him. We'll do it.
Alright, Cody. So I gotta read this to you before I ask you some questions, okay? And it's just because you've been detained already, alrighty? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Am I being arrested?
You have the right to consult with a lawyer before questioning and to have a lawyer present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you at public expense before or during any questioning, if you so wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop the question and remain silent at any time you wish, and the right to ask for and have a lawyer present at any time you wish, including during the questioning. You understand those?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to answer any questions?
Depends on the question.
I need a yes or no answer, man.
10-4, do you need flatbed or hook?
So, Cody, the reason we're asking that, or reason we're reading you that, is just because of everything that.
Miranda rights apply to when a person is being arrested.
Nope, it applies when a person may feel like they're being arrested. So,
Why would I feel that?
Exactly. So that's why we're reading you. That's why we're reading you Miranda.
So is that to make me feel like I'm not arrested, or make me
Nope,
feel like I am
nope,
arrested?
just to
Because
understand-
It
just
certainly
to-
makes me feel like I'm arrested.
Correct. Just to understand, just so that you understand that you're not right now. But it might make a person feel that way because we had this high-risk stop, we had you in handcuffs, and we have you in the back of the car.
Okay. So, what happened at the house?
Got into an argument after I fired my gun. I chose to leave rather than anticipate and continue the argument. End of story.
Why'd you fire the gun?
Because I've had a gun for going on 9 years, and I've fired it probably 12 times. It's part of the reason why I purchased my own property. It's got a nice little sand pit.
It's
An
country.
area where it's safe.
What kind of gun was it?
40 cal Smith & Wesson.
Okay. Pistol then, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't break out my rifles to hunting season.
You know what?
I don't break out my hunting rifles until hunting season.
Oh, gotcha. Me neither.
Okay, so how much have you had to drink tonight?
2 beers.
Okay. Would you be willing to do field sobriety testing?
I don't know. Why is this even a topic of conversation? Did you get a call saying that I was drunk?
So, I can smell it on you.
I believe it. I drank a Blue Moon.
It smells like more than 2 beers though, man.
This is just an opportunity.
Ask
This is
the
an opportunity.
person who I supposedly had a domestic altercation with. She will tell you.
This is an opportunity just to rule that out, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, I get that. But
so
the
the
last
bottom
time
line
that
is-
I did this, it turned into this whole big ordeal about how I had a drink and got behind the wheel. And
Well,
this isn't what
so-
it's
and
about.
this will rule that out, though. So what happens is, you know, we do some field sobriety. If if you pass all the tests, then it's done. Then we move on and we figure out where we're going the rest of the evening. But the issue here is that we stop you. You have a loud exhaust. We stop you. Hear me out. Hear me out. There's this domestic altercation that occurs, and now we have contact with you, and now we can smell that you've been drinking. We have an obligation to see that out, right? You understand that. That's our job. We stop people and they drink. We have to. That's why we ask these questions. Hey, how much have you had? When did you start?
Okay. No, I'm not taking away from. Do you mind if I put my foot up?
You're
here?
good.
Go ahead.
You're
Getting
good.
kinda cramped in here. I understand you guys, like, your obligation to keeping people safe. I understand that. When you guys were approaching me and stopping me, was I swerving all over the road?
But
No. Please. I'm not asking for a defense to that. I'm just asking straight up. Was I swerving all over the road?
No.
Before you stopped me, did you have any indication whatsoever that I had a beer before I got in this situation?
No.
Okay. You guys stopped me. Now, you just said a second ago for a loud exhaust.
nope. I'm saying
No, did you not say...
He was given an
there was a
example.
I understand, but you mentioned loud exhaust, yes?
yep, which you do have because you drove past us when we were parked on Tops Road.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It
that's
has
how I know. That's how we
aftermarket
know the
exhaust.
vehicle. That's how we know the vehicle was yours, and then we go
It's
and
not mine, actually. It's my wife's.
okay,
And she's the one that can verify everything that I'm saying to you.
okay.
Which is why I'm not trying to...
I just want to
No.
want to do this to rule this out. I mean, we're asking
No,
you to do
I-
some field sobriety tests to rule this out. Otherwise we're kind of stuck with, you know, a very strong odor. Your eyes are glassy. We
We want to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, but by challenging me with a field sobriety test, you're not really giving me the benefit of the doubt. You're already labeling me as being...
nope. Anytime
Intoxicated.
we have these with a driver, we do field sobriety tests. because people.
That's not entirely
Yes, it
true.
is.
I've been stopped plenty of times by you guys, and I've not encountered a field sobriety test every time something like this were to encounter. The thing is that you guys smelled the alcohol on my breath.
Correct.
Which I'm not disputing.
Right.
I did have a beer.
Right.
I had 2.
Right.
But this was literally like 20 minutes before I even left the house. I am not intoxicated.
So this
I
is
had
an
an
opportunity.
argument.
This is an opportunity for you to show that.
I understand that. But the problem is that you guys came up over here. You guys stopped me based off of a phone call from that phone number, who I already know, who has already exhibited his dislike of me and told me straight to my face, the next time I get an opportunity, I will call you in.
Okay.
Why? Because he doesn't like me.
Okay.
And that's fine. It's whatever. But this
here we are, right?
This situation specifically, you guys were called about a domestic dispute. The only person that you need to talk to about this so-called domestic dispute is my wife.
Well, I would disagree because
know
there's
where
two
she's
people. There's 2 people in an altercation, so we like to get both sides of the story.
Right.
Because
And I
not
gave
everybody
you
tells
my-
us the truth. Just like drivers
That's
who've
fine.
been drinking, not all of
That's
them tell
fine.
us the truth.
That is fine. I understand that. I've also gotten an OWI. I know what it's like to be in that situation. I was sitting in a vehicle with my car running because it was 10 below 0 and I needed to stay warm to stay alive. I still got my OWI. I took
But we're
it
in a
like
different-
man.
we're in a different
No,
scenario
and I get
tonight.
That. I understand that.
We're in a different scenario tonight.
We are in a different scenario.
Yep.
The
so-
scenario is a domestic dispute.
Yep.
You guys
And now
are
we
sitting
stop
here
you.
questioning me about drinking.
Now we
when
stop
you could
because
be talking to my wife about the domestic dispute. That is the reason why you guys stopped me in the first place.
correct.
Please.
But we
do
stop
that.
you, and now we smell the odor. Now we see your eyes. We have an obligation to.
Oh my God. What time did you wake up this morning?
I woke up at 6:45.
Okay. What time did you wake up this morning?
Right around there.
Okay. I wake up at 3:30 in the morning every day, and I go to work. I work a 12-hour shift. I get off of work. I have a beer, maybe 2. My eyes are glossy before I even make it.
And that's fine, but that's why we do these tests
No,
to
that
to
is
verify
fine.
that.
And
That's why we do these tests, though,
I
because there are people
understand.
like you that maybe naturally have glassy eyes because of their work schedule or they're super tired or whatever, and the field sobriety lets us know that. Otherwise,
Then
we're
we-
stuck with an odor and glassy eyes, an admission that you were drinking.
Okay.
So we want to do field sobriety tests.
And I don't want to do a field sobriety test. What I want to do is give my wife the key to get into her house so my son can go to bed. That's what I want.
Okay.
So if I don't give a at this point if it's me that gives them the key or if it's one of you that goes and gives them the key. I locked her out of my house because she was starting to fight with me. And I'm afraid that she was going to go in and do something else. She already broke one of my goddamn windows because she was pissed off at me. Which is why the I left. I'm not going to sit here and get into a debate one way or the other. You guys, I understand your job and I know what you're trying to do. I don't fault you for it.
What do
doing
you
is
think?
telling
What do you think we're trying to do, though? I
You're
guess.
trying to get to the bottom of the situation. But right now, all the indications that you have, if I was in your shoes, is that I'm the bad guy. You got a call from an unknown source telling you that they heard fighting, they heard arguing, they heard a gunshot.
Not unknown. It's a named reporting party.
Lord, please.
No, that's a huge difference, though. We have a name.
There is a huge difference.
Yep.
You know, one thing that I understood, one difference that I learned growing up, interrupting is rude.
Well, I just want to make sure you have the correct information, though, before you go down that road, I guess.
So you're not trying to get to the bottom.
Of course we
That's
are.
pretty
That's our
much all
That's
job.
why
I'd
we're
gotten out of my
here.
mouth
We-
at that point before you decided you were going to interrupt me.
Well, we keep spinning our wheels here, though, Cody. Ultimately,
You're
at the
right, because
end,
the ultimate point is domestic dispute. I gave you my side. You need the other side of the domestic
and we
dispute.
have officers down there
Okay.
talking to that other
Then why
side.
are we talking? You need to know her side of the story before you can do anything with me.
That's not true. We have a guy who was behind the wheel tonight, a guy that smells like he's been drinking, a guy that admitted he's been drinking, and a guy that has glassy eyes. So now we want to see that out. We want you to do some field sobriety tests.
And if
Please.
I don't,
2193.
Well, then we're forced to make a decision
and the decision would be based
whether
on
or not
what?
you get arrested for OWI.
Based on what?
You leave us with no choice.
So
Legally, you can't just arrest me because I chose not to do the field sobriety test. And
No,
I
you're
have
forced-
glassy
you're-
eyes and you can smell alcohol. That's not fair. That's not even the law.
You're leaving us
One
with a
way or
tough
the other.
decision.
tough decision.
Think about that. If everybody said they didn't want to do a field sobriety test, nobody would ever get arrested in Wisconsin. Correct? If everybody told officers that no, I don't want to do a field sobriety test, then nobody would ever get arrested for OWI.
Pretty sure I got arrested for OWI without doing a field sobriety test. I already know how this goes. You guys already have your mind made up.
No, we don't. Actually, we don't.
We want to give you a chance to do the test.
Domestic dispute turned into OWI stop because you guys can smell alcohol in my breath.
And you were driving and you admitted to drinking. That's what we look for on all traffic stops, man. It's not just because of this situation.
And you know, the thing that bothers me about this is if you guys would have just, come to the address that was called in, rather than have your little powwow at the stop sign down the street.
I'll be honest,
I wouldn't even had a chance to get behind the wheel. I got behind the wheel because I honestly didn't know anything was going to happen. I needed to get the hell out of the situation because I felt like it was going to get violent.
Sure. Yeah, I guess what concerned me about the most and the reason we didn't was the whole gunfire. So during that time, we're trying to find phone numbers.
No, you pulled up on me with an AR, man.
Yep, that's why.
Exactly. What the hell's the difference between stopping me here with an AR and pulling up in my driveway with an AR?
Because you're not in your house. We pull up to a house.
Oh, okay. So I'm an easier target than if I'm just in a vehicle.
I don't know what that means.
I think you know damn well what it means.
I don't know what it means, but
it's easier to shoot a guy who's just getting outside of a car than it is to shoot a guy who's inside his home. Yes?
The advantage is to you if you're in your own house on a neutral ground, correct?
Okay. That's fine. Yep, I get it. The advantage.
So we'd like to do some field sobriety tests.
Like what?
The standard tests.
Okay, well, I was denied the standard test, so humor me.
We're not denying you this test.
No, I was the last time I was in this situation, so humor me.
Check
Please.
Your eyes.
You already decided they're glossy.
That doesn't prove that you're drunk though, just because they're glossy. Like Troy here said, people with work schedules, whatever it could be, they can have glossy eyes. If someone's tired, they can have glossy eyes.
That ties into the same thing that I was getting at. It's not that I'm some uneducated, uninformed individual.
And we're not saying you are, man.
No, I'm not saying that you're saying that. Can I please finish what I'm saying?
Go for it.
Is I understand that you guys have certain preconceived notions that you have to evaluate and try to act upon as your day-to-day. Not every person's the same. I get that. I'm not claiming to be some super innocent guy, because I'm not. I argued with my wife after I shot my gun. I got pissed off. I got behind the wheel after I had 2 beers. I don't really agree with it. I didn't even really have anywhere to go besides maybe my mom's house. All I was trying to do was diffuse a situation that I felt was turning hostile. And then I get out of there, and I see you guys hanging out there. I know damn well what's going to happen. I got stopped. It is what it is. Again, I revert back to the, you want to talk about the whole making a decision thing. I did have 2 beers. I'm not denying.
So I'm asking.
But I'm not swerving all over the road. I wasn't doing anything unsafe behind the wheel. I wasn't doing anything to give you guys any impression whatsoever that I am intoxicated. And I'm not. I'm upset, and rightfully so. And I think if you guys were in my position, if you had any idea what it was like to be with somebody who is diagnosed with certain mental disorders that they refuse to take medication for, and you had to deal with this day in and day out, and I see the frustration on your face, man, and I don't really appreciate it. I get the same shit at work.
What?
You're frustrated with the fact that I am telling you my situation, and I get that.
I'm not frustrated about that at all. I'm just we keep going in circles, Cody, about the field sobriety test. You say humor me, and we're trying to explain it, and here we are. So I mean, we'd like to do some field sobriety tests. You said you were open to it by humoring you. Will you allow us to do the test? Please.
And I asked you specifically, what test is it that you want to check my eyes?
Yep.
Okay, you already determined my eyes.
Nope, but there's a specific test for that. It's called the horizontal gaze nystagmus test.
And then there's a walk and turn test and a one-leg stand test.
And again, you're gonna do this on a guy who's literally, it doesn't matter. I probably couldn't pass the sobriety test clean and sober after a 13-hour shift. I'm on my feet all day. I don't get to sit behind the wheel. I don't get to run around do routine traffic stops. I am literally on my feet. I am dog-ass tired anyway. But you're gonna judge me on my intoxication level based off of some glossy eyes and the fact that I might not be able to stand on one leg for X amount of seconds. I think that's messed up.
You gonna do the test or no?
I don't really see a point.
Okay. Put your foot in for a quick second, please.
The officers then go to Cody's house and speak to his wife to get her side of the story.
Hello?
Is this your dog?
Yes, it is.
He's running out on the road.
I'm sorry. Come on, boy.
Um,
I thought my husband had him.
no, so we got a call from a neighbor saying they heard fighting and a gunshot. That's why we're here. We want to make sure everybody's okay.
Okay, yeah. My husband.
Cody?
He took off. I don't know. He
Okay.
took my blazer and he took off. So I'm right now just trying to get our son to sleep.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know what he's doing, where he's at.
He's talking with some other officers up the road.
Okay.
Because we got the car came out of here, ripping out of here.
Yeah.
We got a call of a disturbance here and with a gunshot.
Yeah.
So that's why we keep pounding on the door, making sure no one's there.
Yeah, sorry. I was just trying to get him to calm down because he
Okay.
was freaking out. But
Okay.
What happened to your leg there?
oh, I cut it. Just going through the woods out here in the little one.
What happened between you and Cody?
We just got in a verbal argument because of work. Something he was talking to me about work, something he learned at work, and it's something I'm like, okay, yeah, like he's going through some leadership trainings, and I was just like, he's teaching me things that I've been trying to get him to understand about like communication and things. Just I don't know,
Like between you two or like with
just
work?
in general.
Just communication
just basic, like, you know, like other people's perceptions and how like you have to, you know, let your guard down and understand other people's perceptions and stuff. And he like was going, like, we were going on about it and stuff, and I got upset because I'm like, it took you 5 years to finally realize this, and someone else had to tell you that, and he got mad at me for saying that because I wasn't like excited that he's learning and everything. And he decided he's gonna take. We were like yelling because I was like, I'm not doing this out here. If you want to talk to me, we can do it after the kid goes to bed. Whatever. We're not doing it right now.
Right.
And he's yelling out here and doing whatever he's doing, and I'm trying to take care of the kid and everything. And
So he was out here by himself yelling for a
Yeah.
bit? When
Yeah.
did the gunshot happen? Was that before you guys were arguing, during I was arguing?
it was after.
Okay. Did that happen
he
out
came,
here?
Yeah, it was out here. He came in, and I saw him messing with it. And usually when he gets to the part where he's yelling, I leave him alone.
Okay.
So I don't, especially after all this other crap we've been doing, I just leave him alone, especially with the kid here. He's my main concern. I'm just going to take care of him. So I let him do his thing. And
How long have you and Cody been married?
3 years
3
now.
years.
Been together for 5 years. We're not legally married, though.
But
so.
okay, just been together, have a kid together?
Yeah,
Okay.
stepson.
Stepson?
He's my stepson. He's
your-
his son.
Okay, his son,
Yeah.
your stepson.
Yeah.
And you guys been living here for the whole
3 years.
3 years? Okay.
Going on 3 years.
Going on 3 years. So it was just nothing physical between you and
No.
him, no one pushing anything?
No.
No, that wasn't from a fight?
No, it wasn't.
No?
When did that happen?
A little, like, when he was out here yelling, me and him, I just took him
Away?
for a walk, yeah.
Okay.
So we could just get away from
Through
it.
the
And,
woods?
yeah, we
at
have
night?
trails in here,
Okay.
but,
Alright.
yeah. And he's like, Mommy, no! He's freaking out and everything, so he helped me clean it up. But
What kind of gun? Was it a rifle, like handgun?
yeah.
Okay. Which one? A rifle or a handgun?
Oh, handgun stuff.
Handgun?
Yeah.
Did he take it with him?
No, I think it's still here.
Okay.
Do you want me to get it?
No, it's fine.
Okay, yeah,
I just
it's
want to know
here.
where it is.
Yeah, no, I
'cause-
made sure he did it. Yeah, it's here.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
trying to keep him, like, I got my keys, and I locked that one, and I tried to hide his keys, because I'd rather him just, like, because he owns both sides. So he could easily
Okay.
go
he
in
owns
there.
both of these?
Yeah.
Does
He owns the whole property.
Oh, he owns. You guys aren't renting. He owns
No,
it.
he
so
owns it.
Was he
So-
trying to rent that one out at one point? Or?
He's still trying, like, we're trying to get it cleaned up so we can rent it out,
Okay.
yeah. But he could have. That's what like I was hoping that he was just gonna go over there, calm down. But
Is that handgun right inside the door?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Is that handgun right inside the door?
Yeah, I think it's in the basket.
Is it right if I take a look?
Yeah, it's.
I just wanted to...
He buried it in there.
Okay. Poppers. Don't grab it. Okay.
You don't want me finding it. I think I could hear him going push that stuff on the dude.
Do you want a PBT to see if you want to get your car tonight?
Yeah. I had half a glass of milk.
Don't blame you.
I was about ready to finish it before y'all came.
Alright, it's showing zeros right now.
Okay.
And have you taken one of these before?
Once, yeah.
Alright, deep breath and blow, 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 blow. There you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're at zeros.
Yeah. Obviously didn't take effect.
How long ago did you take?
6 something? 6:30?
Okay, so it's...
Alright, man. Come on, take a leak.
I gotta do it with cuffs on?
Yeah,
For real?
for real, man.
Ugh.
I know. At least they're in front, right? I didn't make you do it while they're behind your back. Nah, yeah, I guess that's not too funny right now, right?
It's not funny, and it's not easy to get your belt off.
I got it.
Cuffs.
I got it.
Cody was charged with weapons law violation, disorderly conduct, and DUI. YouTube thinks you will love the video on screen. Click to watch now.